After taking a rigorous constitutional in a local town just the other day, I sat down to rest on a bench looking out on the Irish Sea. A few young lads, I'm guessing students, come and sit close by and start talking. How many of my videos are the subject of overheard conversations? Many. Many. Do I give off the impression of an eavesdropper? I'm really not. So they were talking about girls mostly, no surprise. Then after a little while, the conversation gets a bit political. They were speaking about being harassed by the cops for one reason or another, and they were talking about how petty people can be. I found myself in agreement with some of the points being made. Then they start talking about the law and how the spirit of the law is set against the spirit of freedom. The spirit of freedom and the spirit of the youth is being kept down by the man. By the man. You get me? One of these young gentlemen then comes out with this line. When we come to power, all of this cultural conservative bullshit will be done away with, and the spirit of freedom will reign. They were using the word spirit a lot, not my favourite word. They talked about how the current model of democracy, I assume they meant representative parliamentary democracy, has failed. They didn't say how it had failed, but apparently it has. And it needs to be replaced with, quote, a freedom system. No details as to what constitutes a freedom system were given, but what was made clear was that the parasitic, bureaucratic class of the current system will be swept away, and also local councils will be replaced by people's councils. Yeah. I got the distinct impression that these fellows knew what they wanted to get rid of, but they were not quite so knowing with regards what specifically was needed to replace existing bodies and institutions. These young gents were certainly not lacking in passion, but I think they're going to need a concrete plan of action. So yeah, look out, complacent, conservative, reactionary establishment, 'cause the youth ain't happy and they intend to do something about it, apparently. They don't know what exactly. From what I can gather, the finer details haven't been worked out, but hey, the desire is there. And who knows how deep this thing goes, how big this thing is, this very vague thing. Maybe these guys were just one cell of an enormous nationwide network of would-be insurgents who will stop at nothing to bring down the United Kingdom, eh? There's a thought. Or perhaps they were just a group of students talking bollocks on a bench. I can't be sure. Anyway, it's late here. I've just finished work about half an hour ago. I'm walking home, trying out the night light on my camera. Seems to be working well. Or well enough anyway. Anyway, I'm going to continue my walk on home. And I will see you next time, folks, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good one. Oops, almost stood in something unpleasant there, just managed to avoid it. Anyway, catch you next time, folks.